Oh, you said you do because you like it cold.
Yeah.
It'll probably last longer too.
Wait, don't people
I mean,
like
wine is
store
generally
wine?
fine on the shelf for however long. It was kind of just that one, I think.
Gotcha.
Like, I mean, people age wine for. Also, we are live.
Oh, cool. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another week of Oatmeal and Chaos, starring Riley as Stellara,
That's me.
Astrid as our GM,
Hi. That's me.
and me. I'm here too, as Basil. What's up?
Good morning, Basil.
Morning, Basil.
Good morning, Stellara.
I don't know if he just hasn't known, or if he's
what?
purposely ignoring.
What am I ignoring?
Alex, not you.
Okay, what is Alex ignoring? Because apparently I am too.
No, you're not. You notice it.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. The last time, you guys became awesome detectives. Made your way to the... you made your way to the medical ward and saw some students that were passed out. You went to visit Tony, first of all. Then his... Tony was not very helpful. Very out of it. Then you went to see Kyle, Tony's old roommate. He gave you some more information. You saw Jasper, Celeste, Rich, a couple of other people. Got some more information from them. Mostly more of the same stuff. Eventually, you retraced Tony's steps, trying to see if there was any sort of evidence you could find. You ended up finding I didn't quite mention this last time, but you did find a broken piece of a mask shard that was beneath a flyer for the Carnival of Many Things. You ended up outside of O'Houlihan's, sandwich restaurant that Tony and his friends visited. Did I miss anything?
No.
I don't think so.
What would you guys like to do?
So we're right in front of O'Houlihan's.
Yep. Maybe like across the street from it.
Maybe just like look around and see if I'm like spotting anything that seems out of place or weird.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Can I do the same? Oh, never mind. I don't need to.
That is... that is a 22.
22.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's being a little later in the day, still like probably late afternoon. Yeah, probably getting to like late afternoon. There's some people inside the restaurant kind of eating, others kind of walking around inside the front of the restaurant. This is definitely not on a main on one of them. And so there are various people here and there, but it's not like as packed as the main street. Notice walking out of the restaurant, you do see a like a full-on knight clad in a big sword at his side. Basil, your vision flickers for a second. You see almost like this knight is dragging slightly covered in like a black dirt. But then your vision flickers back to normal. See looks like an older lady, covered in flour with a white apron on, saying goodbye to the knight, kind of waving him out the door. As she then goes back inside, she looks a little crestfallen. That's maybe the right word. Kind of almost like she hasn't seen someone in a while and just saw them for not a long time. Yeah.
And what you said, when my vision blurred, what did I see on the night?
What looked to be an almost black dirt.
Black dirt. Oh.
Your vision cleared. It wasn't there.
On him anymore? Interesting. I guess I'd turn to Stellara and go,
You yawn at me.
I'm like, oh.
Oh, you're pretty sleepy over there, huh?
I say, you see that guy over there?
Yeah, what about him?
I could have sworn I just saw a bunch of like black dirt on him for a second there, but then it just went away.
Interesting. Like, what did it was just like black dirt, like... Is it anything you've seen before? Or...
No, it you don't know how to describe it. It's like just like a brief moment.
Do you think it could be related to the things that have been going on around here?
I'm not sure, but do you think we should go and try to talk to him, or?
One of us could try to talk to him. One of us could be ready if he runs. Get up behind him.
Why don't I use my mirror?
Oh,
I
okay.
look different. And I'm gonna do that. And I forgot the command for the mirror.
We should have got some of those costumes that you wanted. Or school uniforms you wanted.
It's !RPG-mirror. Almost had it.
!mirror. Wait, you're... Oh, you're...
I'm a bull. I'm a white bull.
Okay. White bull
Sure.
person.
Sure.
Do bulls have fur?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
Would it
short.
still be called fur? Okay. I just figured it'd have a different name.
Like Steve.
Oh, I guess some of these ones definitely do. Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Yes.
It's either
definitely.
fur or hair. It's one of the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, I would call it hair, but
Well, it's all over their body.
I guess it'd be the same thing then, wouldn't it? Yeah. But like, fair.
Cows also do. Like that black and white stuff is fur. Very short, but that's not their skin.
But like, you wouldn't say a horse has fur. You'd say it has hair.
Well, so some
you?
dog breeds have fur,
But I just,
but then like hypoallergenic dog breeds have hair, and that's why it's like not causing allergies.
Okay, so it's generally called a coat.
yeah,
Coat
that
of
makes
hair.
sense. Yeah, a coat of hair.
Ah.
Yeah. So I don't think it should say animal bull fur white.
Too
It should say
bad.
coat. Should say coat.
Yeah, what kind of coat do I have? Burberry. Burlington.
Hold on.
Are
You
you
don't
actually
need to
changing
change it.
it? Yeah, it's not actually that
Because
important.
then when it's
Well,
like
no,
not,
it is very important.
well, but then when it's not that kind of animal, it's going to be wrong again.
Yeah, that's the. Well, you can just make it so
Well,
when
no,
it
yeah,
is that kind
it's
of animal, it
fur/coat.
says.
There.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
just
it
make-
didn't change it on the existing.
Going
Ooh.
forward, it'll say fur coat.
Yeah.
I guess I start walking up towards the night.
All right. Walk up towards the night.
Or
He just keeps
can I
walking.
get?
What are you doing?
Can I try? I don't know. Be close enough, but like maybe he won't notice me.
Are you just trying to stay back, or are you trying to like hide?
Stay back, but close enough that like if I see something happens, I can help out.
No problem. And if you want to make a stealth check, just sort of blend in with the other people walking.
Sure, a blend in check. What's my stealth? Ooh. I got a 3.
You are very obviously following.
Okay, perfect.
He doesn't seem to respond to either of you.
Excuse me.
No response.
Excuse me, and I tap his shoulder.
He just keeps walking.
Oh shit.
You're not like in front of him, right? You're just kind of beside him.
Yeah. I should just do the thing I thought of. I'm gonna try to just trip him with my tail.
Oh my god.
Your tail in your bold disguise.
Oh.
Maybe just my foot then. Like, you do know the thing where you like kick somebody's, like when it's in a backstride and you kick it to the right and then it hooks on itself and you trip?
Sure.
This
Hey.
does not
Yeah.
seem like the best idea, but go for it.
Make a contested acrobatics check.
Nice.
Hold on one.
Oh, Astrid, also
Yes.
that's a 25.
25.
Oh shit.
I forgot my acrobatics is +7.
That's crazy. You are much more dexterous than I am.
Yeah, that's sort of my whole thing.
I have a +0 in acrobatics.
I'm just not wise or intelligent.
Yo, I got that perception though. I got a +7 in perception.
That's pretty good.
That's very good. That's super helpful.
I don't like how long it's taking Astrid to figure out what's gonna happen when I trick this person.
It's a little concerning.
Because, normal people would go like, oh, I fell.
What if she's just doing this just to mess with you?
That's very
Like-
possible.
Yeah. I need a nat 20 on this. That it was. What did you have?
25,
25.
right?
Yeah, they only have a +4.
Oh no. We win these every time. Let's go.
I'm guessing by that gesture you didn't get a nat 20.
No.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, dirty 20. So like, still good, but
Still really good if you weren't going against the freaking nature. And one of my 3 good skills.
yeah. You stick out your foot, hit this guy's foot as he's taking a step to where he trips on his other leg and he goes.
Does it sound like a bunch of pots and pans all hitting the floor?
Definitely. He kind of. Hold on.
As he falls, I'm gonna go up and go, oh my gosh, are you okay? What happened?
Make a deception check. You were the one that tripped him.
Yeah, I definitely did. It totally
Oh, nice. Okay.
Let's go.
These rolls, +5,
Well, your rolls, not mine.
so 23.
He just sort of grunts and pushes himself back up. Kind of brushes himself off a little and continues on his way.
I scamper in front of him, and I'm like, "Sir, are you okay? That was a pretty nasty fall you just had."
Yes. And moves around you. This is not. If you're thinking this was like the same sort of thing that Tony or Rich or anyone had, very different sort. It's a very. This guy just wants to on his way. Does not give a shit about anything. Sort of deal. Not like.
Can I see his face?
Nope. Fully encompassed by his helmet.
Does he just seem like an asshole, or does he seem like otherworldly driven? Is he just coming off like a gruff dick, or is it more like he's like I know he's not like Tony or whoever, but is he just sort of single-mindedly doing this thing?
Give me an insight check.
He's bound to stop eventually.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That
it's
might not
just
be too bad.
9.
Oh,
You don't have
damn.
any.
That's what I should have been doing.
Definitely seems like a dick. Definitely seems like he thinks he's above everyone and is
Oh, I hate
entirely
those
unconcerned
people.
with anything.
Do I notice anything, like any particular markings, crests, like any satchels or anything that he's carrying?
He does have a like crest on pauldron of looks to be a white bird of some kind.
Okay. I'm gonna take a mental. I'm trying to decide if this is worth following.
Actually,
this
you
asshole.
would also notice another crest that he has.
Ooh.
That give me a, and you're not really from around here, so you're not gonna know. But give me a history. Just as like a general what these crests.
Let's make this 3. I got a 10.
Okay.
I'm really not from around here. But could I point it out to Stellara and have Stellara do it?
Sure. Lara, if you want to make
I'd
a
be
history check.
Stellara, what is that crest?
I do my history check. Let's see if I know.
He was like,
10.
The other crest looks kind of like a chess rook. You're not entirely sure what they mean, but you can definitely tell he's like, this isn't just like a guy in a suit, like a full-blown knight.
I tell him that.
Where's
Well, on a 10, you'd both be able to tell that.
Okay.
Where's he headed? Like, in what direction? Is he going like into the town, towards an exit?
Does he look like we could take him?
I mean, I tripped him like no one's business.
Yeah, right? Just pummel this dude.
Just open up his visor and put a grenade in it.
You're welcome to try if you want.
Can I roll for grenade?
Those are my grenades.
That's the grenades.
You'd have to contest my sleight of hand, which, good luck.
Yeah, fair enough. That'd be really funny. Don't we need, like, info from him? That would just kill him.
Well, we don't really know anything about him. He just, like, was in the path that, like, things were happening.
He left the restaurant. Someone in the restaurant waved him out. And Basil's vision flickered and saw a weird thing. That's about all you know about the guy.
The lady waving him out, did it seem like a mom? Or like she was like, get the hell out of here?
Definitely seemed more like a mom.
Okay.
Than like a get the hell out. Yeah, it looks like he's heading almost directly north.
North.
Which you would peeking up over kind of the houses, or the buildings, you would see in that direction a, what looks to be a castle of some sort.
Hmm.
You can
I
see
hear
some of
that's where
the,
knights live.
whatever the circular tower
Ramparts?
things. Well, the ramparts are the things at top.
Towers.
Yeah, you can see some of the castle towers.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if it's like worth following them or if it's just like a total distraction. And we're just like following a random dude. But the vision.
I mean, yeah, the vision was pretty strange. We could just follow him, see where he goes.
Yeah, I suppose like there's no time limit on this. Oh, when we picked up the shard of
Like the kids are
mask-
getting worse and they all might die, but there's no time limit on this.
Yeah. The shard of the mask, we were able to pick it up without it like crumbling into pieces.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it was underneath the sex people's poster.
It was underneath a flyer for the carnival.
The sex people.
See, me and Riley are unified with that. We have deemed that an acceptably funny joke that we will continue making it in perpetuity forever.
Yeah. What happens if we go there sometime?
I'm
And
feeling that we might.
what happens if it's not sex people?
We might have to make it sexy.
You know what? I will give you a spoiler. It isn't.
I don't want
sex
any
people.
spoilers. Oh, it is sex people? I knew it.
It's not.
You might cut out. I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard it's people. It's
No, I heard
sex
it's
people.
sex people. Yeah. Oh no, she typed
Oh, Esther just typed, it's sex people, exclamation.
They can see the chat. It is up on our stream. Riley specifically asked for it. Exactly. It's not sex.
Are we supposed to gaslight the audience? Oh, shit. I think we are going to continue to follow the knight.
Okay. You're just gonna follow him to wherever he's going?
Yeah, and apparently we don't even have to like hide because he's just not paying attention to anything.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, we can just follow.
I should have tried to steal his
So,
wallet or something.
for whatever reason, when I'm in OBS mode, the images are blurred. And I don't know if I want to unblur that image.
It's because you have streamer mode.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to unblur that image.
You don't know what it is.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, Riley.
You
What
should
the
unblur it.
That's not safe for work.
Why does it look funny on you? Oh, because it gets rid of the background. That's really funny. Oh, your stream looks real messed up now.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey. I'll put the sex back on the thing. I got rid of it because I was going to change it, but There we go. For prosperity.
I don't know. It's all kinds of messed up. Anyways, you follow the knight. Eventually, he does come to a fortress. It's a walled-in area with like a castle-looking thing in the middle. There's a gate at the front, big like wooden doors, with 2 guards kind of on the outside.
I'm gonna speed up a little bit, so I'm right behind him. Like
Okay.
I'm following him, but like purposefully, like he's guiding me.
A spear does come down in front of you.
What the heck? I'm following my friend here.
Hey, Max, you know this fella? Walking.
He doesn't have time to wait
what
around.
business do you have
Yeah, he's
here?
in a hurry. Come on, we gotta go. Let us through.
I gotta go with Max.
We're clearly in a hurry. Max is already leaving.
He doesn't seem concerned that you 2 are left behind.
He knows we'll catch up.
Is
We've
he
done it
ever
before.
concerned, though?
Not lately, but you know how it is. What's your business
do.
here?
Max asked us to join him to an audience. He didn't really give us much more information. We're adventurers.
Yeah, we were talking for a while back in town, so he told us to come with.
Sorry, I can't let you in here without his say-so.
Well, then you better go up and get him. He's walking that way.
He looks at the other guard, who just kind of shrugs. Sorry, folks.
Maybe you could illuminate the situation a little bit more for us, since Max didn't really tell us much. What building are we at right now?
Eyes kind of narrow at you. Don't even know where you are.
We're
Did
new
you follow
here.
a knight?
He said it was important.
Give me a deception check.
Both of us or just me? We can do just
Let's
me.
say
I
both
think
of
it-
you
I think
if you
it-
want. I mean, if you wanted to just be you, that's fine.
Oh, I got a 15.
Yeah, whatever, I just got +5. 11.
Little convincing.
Well, that guy can be a bit of a prick. Lately especially, but still can't let you pass without his say so. Or another night. But this here's this here's the headquarters for the Knights Contingent. Where we all train. Where we all stay.
That makes a lot of sense. We've actually been tasked with. Have you heard about the series of issues that have been going on at the school with the masks?
Looks at the other knight, who once again just shrugs. Can't say that I have.
Really? Half a dozen children are are in a coma from putting on these mysterious masks that have presumably sucked the life out of them. We're currently doing an investigation as to what happened to them.
Oh, that seems pretty serious, but I don't know what the Knights have to do with that.
Well, you would have to ask Max. He thought he had some sort of a lead for us.
He looks back again. Max is gone, out of sight.
Red.
So.
Well, you'll just have to catch him next time he's out around town.
Do you have any idea why he would have wanted us to come in though? Like, what's he been up to that like would need us anyway? Like, you seem to know him, so. Like...
I don't know him too well. We're in different platoons. Yeah. I don't know why he wanted you, if he even did.
He went, "Follow me," and then we did.
He just went up to you and said, "Follow me."
Yeah. I mean, you know, the guy, he doesn't talk very much at all. And when a knight tells you to do something, you damn well do it. I just sort of filled in the gaps with what I would assume. I thought he was interested in what we were doing, so...
Well, that was all the information he gave you. I can't give you much more now, can I?
I have a business card.
I'm not one who carries business cards around.
Fair. Do you want to kumquat?
Looks at his other guard, who again just shrugs. Sure, I'll take a kumquat.
Here you go.
Wait, are these kumquats from like weeks ago?
At this point,
Well, yeah, I guess. Has it been that long in game?
probably not that long. How old are these kumquats?
I feel like oranges can last a long time.
Been over 20 days.
Well, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not.
Guess we'll find out here soon.
I don't know how
I
long
won't feel
kumquats
bad
last.
either way.
give me a just flat D20 roll. Luck check.
Give me a preservation roll.
Over 10, it's still good. Or I guess 1 to 20 is how good it is.
No!
It's a bit kind of slimy. Still, maybe edible.
Here, I have some too. Let me check how mine are.
We're not going to use what Google said because that doesn't work in my favor.
Mine's 13.
Yours are better, but not by much.
You got your pick.
Which
Which kumquat you want?
These are a real delicacy, so make sure you enjoy that, boys.
Thanks. Kind of just takes it, looks at it.
Does he eat it?
You be good now, you hear?
On your way, citizens.
And I guess we walk away. Because I don't even know why we technically need to follow this knight to begin with.
I wanted to sneak in, but okay.
Well,
I
it'd
mean,
be
there's
hard
a
to sneak
wall.
in while
Yeah, we can climb over a wall.
I can run up a wall.
Yeah.
Different subclass. Oh wait, no,
Ooh.
you can climb up a wall.
Yeah, I can run along a wall
Different
and run
subclass.
up a wall.
So you're running
No, because
along
that
a
was the
wall was
one
a
where I
different
was going to
subclass.
run along the wall to the island.
Yeah, but that's a
Remember?
different subclass.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Different one
I
than the
will
one you
double
picked.
check this. Pretty sure it was thief.
It's not paladin.
Paladins.
Oh.
I say that we go back to the restaurant and talk to that knight's mother and tell her how rude her son is.
I'm not actually seeing this at all.
You're not finding the wall running at all? Rip wall running.
I have climbed 40 feet. Written down. An unarmed D6 plus dex. Well, we start to walk
Yeah, I
back
do
towards the
not
restaurant.
know. Okay, you walk back towards the restaurant. Make your way back to the restaurant.
We look for the mother.
You go into the restaurant. There are a number of people. It's not like totally packed, but there are some people at table. Behind the counter. Actually through. There's like the counter, and like behind the counter, and then like there's like a window into the back room, and you do see the woman back there.
Do you want to take the lead on this, Stellara?
Oh shit, sure. What was the dude's name again?
Max.
Max, okay. Yeah, I'll walk up to her and be like, hey, you were with Max earlier, right?
As you kind of approach the counter, turns you through the window and, oh, hi, hello, yes, yes, that was my son. How can I?
Oh, really?
Is he all right?
I mean, we don't know him super well. He was talking to us earlier, but he went into the knight's place, and we weren't able to go inside. But yeah, I mean, like, she seemed a little bit odd, don't you think? Like a little off.
She kind of comes out from the back room through like a side door, and kind of actually behind the counter, kind of brushes flour off of her hands and on her apron. Yeah, he hasn't been well recently. Was a bit of a. He used to be better, but recent events have left him changed.
What was it that
What do you
happened?
mean?
He never told us.
Are you two friends of his, did you say?
In a way.
Not very close, but like we've talked a little bit, and just want to make sure just watch out for your fellow person, even if you're not close.
Give me a deception check.
$17, isn't it?
Huh?
That was
11.
I think 17 works.
That's 11.
Yeah, but Riley got 17. Ah, sorry, what was your question?
What happened? Did that, because she said like stuff changed, there's like something that happened, and I was like, oh, he never mentioned that. What happened?
And she sort of comes out around the counter and motions you towards an empty table that's near. Well, in his platoon, some of the other contingent knights where they were sent away on a some sort of a something. Sort of a mission. Kind of. He didn't give me all the details. That he was. Their duty was to take care of some sort of an uprising of the outer colonies. He was and Basil, you're all of a sudden you get a strong whiff of what just smells like rotting meat.
Ooh.
And it only lasts for a fraction of a second. He only became a knight about 2 years ago at this point. It's really his first assignment that he's out on. And yeah, they left about 6 months later. They came back, and him and 3 of his platoon didn't make it back. They
Oh no.
apparently his platoon was a little more resistant than others, but they thought he died, but they weren't able to find his body to bring back here. We were devastated, but not a week later, he returned, all by his lonesome, walking through the city gates. We didn't even know for another day or two that he had returned. Went straight to the fortress to training. You know how that is. You hear war stories of people going out, coming back different. Especially for someone like that, he had to have a not come back with his. I can't imagine what's actually happened to him.
Has he talked at all about what actually happened to him during that time?
Been very quiet since he returned. He used to be one to talk a lot.
Have you seen your son's face at all since he's been back?
Yes, he comes by usually in his armor, but he'll remove his helmet for some amount of time. Looks pale as can be. scars across his face, but still him. Changed.
And he still seems to, know all the information that your son would know, and
Yes, yes, of course.
good,
No,
good,
no
good.
memory loss from what I've seen. Just quiet, solemn.
And how long ago did he arrive back?
Oh, it's been probably about 6 months.
Really?
I only see him. I don't see him often. This was the first time in a month or two I've actually seen him.
It must be very difficult knowing he's so close and not being able to see him.
Yes. They have very strict rules about who can enter the fortress.
Really?
We're well acquainted with those rules.
Fortunately. They, it's where they keep very, confidential information. Don't want anyone to walk around there, stumble upon something that they couldn't.
Have you seen anything at all relating to like a ceramic mask of any kind?
Ceramic mask? No, I can't say that I have.
Just another thing that we are currently investigating, and so we're looking for any kind of leads.
I think my son
And
has
there's-
something to do with masks.
Not something to
Oh, no.
do with. It's been hurting people.
We're not sure, but we just want to make sure that everybody's okay. And we know that several students who were hurt by the masks started off in your restaurant.
Students were hurt by the masks. I
Several.
have terribly sorry to hear that. Students come in here from time to time. They're quite often I have some customers.
It's quite sad. We're trying to work around the clock to figure out how to wake them back up. They're in a bit of a coma at the moment.
They're in comas.
About half a dozen of them.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
They're trying not to, scare people, but if you do hear anything about, ceramic mask, people buying and selling and wearing them, let us know. We're
Yes,
located
of course.
at this location. Insert location.
What location are you inserting there?
I don't know. I forgot where we're staying.
Where do you want to be staying?
I don't remember what. I feel like we picked someplace and then.
Staying somewhere is kind of overrated.
But a little necessary when telling people to come find us if they get information.
We gotta buy those little letter things.
Oh man.
I mean, there's plenty of inns around. There are, you were told of like some outdoor park areas in the middle of the city that you can
I
camp
think
out
we
in.
keep picking to go to the park and then forgetting.
Okay. There's a park that's near a coliseum and the Adventurers Guild. There's a park that's actually close to where you are now. It's near the university. Actually, probably closer to where you are now than the university itself.
What do you mean by?
And then there's another park that's kind of on its own, not near any big landmarks.
University Park?
Sure, if that's what you want to do. I thought you wanted to go to the
Adventurers Guild?
Adventurers Guild one though.
But you did talk
that's-
about staying at the Adventurers Guild itself, but you'd probably have to become part of the
Yeah.
I don't know if we really want to join an Adventurers Guild, do we?
I don't know. I need to find out why it would be useful.
Yeah, what they have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to check it out before we leave town.
Yeah. Let's start by just going to the field by the university.
Yeah, I guess for now, while we're doing the university stuff, we can stay here and then move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's under Crest Garden.
Mm-hmm. So I say, if we do get any information, you can find us at under Crest Garden.
Yes, if anything comes up, I'll be sure to let you know. Now, to any sort of masks.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anything else I can help you with?
I don't think so.
Alright. Nice meeting the two of you.
Nice
Always
meeting you
good
as well.
to, always good to meet acquaintances, Maxes.
Likewise.
Glad you're looking out for him.
Of course. We have much respect for the knights of, this area.
The Knights of this area.
She kind of stands up, brushes herself off again, and then goes back behind the counter through the back room. Starts working on something. Bread, probably.
Fine. Well, I don't think that did a whole lot for us.
Maybe, yeah. We'll see if it comes in later.
Maybe
Like what you saw though. Like, are you sure you saw what you said you saw?
We definitely did.
Oh shit!
I also,
Sorry,
while we were talking,
I forgot something.
Oh.
Rewind.
She would have told you that he accidentally killed someone during a duel.
Ah.
Hmm.
So the darkness clinging to him.
So when did that happen though? Like while he was missing, or like while he was gone for a bit? Or
When he got back.
When he got back, he dueled someone and killed them.
He'd been dueling a lot, which was a thing that knights do for various reasons.
Does she know who it was?
Yeah, she probably would have given you the name of the knight. Um, the Colin.
Is it because he was mockering him? Colin mockery?
She wasn't sure why he would have dueled this night, but the knights have duels either to settle some dispute or basically it's like a form of betting.
Mm.
And it's
Gotcha.
not unheard of for knights to die during a duel, but tends to be avoided.
Do they bet their swords and armor?
Not. I mean, they'll bet certain equipment that they have if it's like in an attempt to like win other equipment. But generally, their swords and
Like
armor are
nice
just
equipment?
swords and armor. Yeah. Generally, their swords and armor are like given to them by the overseeing body of the knights.
Hmm. So it's not like passed down in the family?
Generally not. I mean, there are definitely some knights that it's like that, but this isn't like these knights don't have to like come from royalty or long lines of knights or anything like that.
Don't have to have like blue eyes or something.
No, nothing like that. Don't need to have lightning streaming out of them.
Oh, okay.
Don't need to ingest currency.
Kind of cool if they did.
Don't need to be able to fly or fall sideways.
And the knight didn't start a fire that ended up killing his wife.
What?
What? That I don't know what you're referring to. I miss them?
No, we're talking about Stormlight Archives, right?
Yeah.
Who
Who did that? It's
It's
a book, by the way, Riley.
I don't read manga.
not a manga.
I mean, there are pictures in it.
I
Shit.
can't remember his name now. Stormfather's guy.
Eleanor? Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert for
Didn't-
anybody in chat who hasn't read those yet.
No, you didn't have to accidentally kill your wife with fire when performing a genocide.
Don't you just hate it when you're doing a genocide and your wife? Oh,
We got
happens every time. Okay. Well, so Stellara, one thing is, you know how I saw that like mud on him? Stellara?
Yeah.
When we were talking with his mother, I got something similar, but I smelled like sewage for just a brief moment. It smelled rotten. Something
Specifically like rotting meat.
is really specifically like rotting meat.
That sounds disgusting. I'm glad I didn't smell that.
I'm just so confused as to why his mother smelled of rotting meat. This is some sort of curse.
It wasn't the mother, it was more like the building.
Oh. Interesting. Did it just sort of happen while I was sitting there, or was it while I was walking in?
When you walked in, it was fine. When you started talking to the mother, it was fine. some point during it, almost like
Somebody farted
This-
and walked past me.
kinda sorta, but not a fart. Just almost like your head went blank and your nose picked up this rotting meat smell.
Mm.
And then just like with your vision, it kind of came and then went in a fraction of a second.
Mm. I don't know what to make of all of this.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. And we might just have two unrelated things going on right now.
True.
Might not be, but it could be.
Hmm. I'm not sure where to turn for all this.
We could
What do you think,
try.
Samara?
We're breaking into the knight's place and going through his stuff, but that's just me.
That
We don't have to like
seems,
damage anything. We just sneak in, sneak out, dead of night.
seems
You're good at
rather-
sneaking. You can do it.
Mm.
Wait, I can wild shape. I could
Oh,
turn into a
true.
mouse. Go in,
Very true.
you sneak in. I mean, we could get in and out, easy peasy. As long as there's no holes, we're set.
Like, time to dig the customary 6 foot by 6 foot hole for intruders, and all right, let's go back.
How they knew I always fall into the hole.
Every time.
Your arch enemy, Shia
Like-
LaBeouf.
It's like when you see Team Rocket, you know eventually they're going to be getting shot off into the distance with like a little star fade. Ka-ting.
True. You see Stellara, you know she's gonna fall into a hole.
Hmm.
That's just my thought. If you got a better plan, I'm all ears.
I just, because our main goal is to figure out what's going on with these children.
That's fair, and this could be unrelated, but if it's not, it's a good lead.
But if it isn't, and we get ourselves in trouble, it might make it all that much more harder to research what's going on with the children.
That's fair. I mean, knights are good people. They'll understand, right? I talked my way out of
Mara?
words.
Thought you hated authority figures.
That's fair. Why do you think I'm also willing to do this?
That's fair.
But like, they try to be good people, right? Don't aren't knights a bit different than like guards?
Guards. Knights are supposed to be
knights
held
have a
to a
code?
higher standard, and they should have a code. Versus guards are put into place to guard assets of the wealthy. The knights are supposed to be guarding the
definitely some
ideals
shit
of the
knights.
kingdom.
But I don't know.
There's a few bad apple knights for sure.
Yeah.
Couple kooky kumquat knights.
But like, they should hopefully have a code.
Hmm.
I mean, just because they have a code doesn't mean.
Doesn't mean it's
Part
good.
of
Well,
their
we'll
code
figure
doesn't
that
mean-
out when we're breaking into there. So
Sure.
I'm gonna say part of their code could just be that they're assholes.
that's fair.
Or that they show no mercy to intruders.
But yeah, you're right. Knights do generally have a code that they boast to live by.
My problem is we don't have any other leads. It's like I really don't know what else to do.
We can move on to the next city. No.
Like, well, those kids are fucked. Anyways,
So what all? Talking out. What all do you know?
We know there's these masks that a bunch of kids
the
that
kids tried on all
Yeah.
over. Several were in that restaurant and on their way back to the university. And somewhere in between the restaurant and the university, they ran into presumably the mask dealer, who has the ability, either through the mask or some other way, to wipe part of their memory, so that they can't remember what's happened to them exactly. We remember that the length of time the mask is on, the more potent it becomes. The more potent it becomes, and the more damage it presumably does. We found a piece of it underneath the sex cult's flyer. And that's all I can think of.
I mean, we also know about this knight dude who may or may not be related. We don't have any evidence linking the two, do we? I don't think we do. Just other than coincidental location.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like he is acting different, but has a
not the
reason
same
for that.
kind
That
of
could be not the same kind of different, and the reason that could be because, like, you know, shit. What if that story does check out? You know,
He might just be depressed.
yeah, he could just be really depressed. And I don't want to fuck with the dude then, but
I mean, he did light his wife on fire, so.
I don't think that he did that. I think you added that.
Oh. Then he did a genocide?
That he did. No,
Yeah.
he did kill a person, which also could add
And a
to
duel.
the depression part. Fair, but like also like after killing someone, you're gonna be thinking about a lot probably.
Very true.
I could see that leading to a depression thing, especially after losing all your squad. So shit, maybe he's just depressed and not related to this. We could break in and find out though.
Out of curiosity, did Basil ever drop his disguise?
Nope. Not
Okay.
yet. Are we just walking
Doing
around
whatever
right
you
now?
want.
I'm just walking around. I'm gonna drop that disguise now.
Okay.
The unique thing that the mirror does give me is the ability to just like try to bluff my way into a situation over and over again. To be like, excuse me, sir, can I get in? No. Oh, I have a delivery of milk. Please let me in. No. Oh, I'm selling chocolates.
That'd be really funny.
Just like, okay, well, I'm leaving, and I walk behind a bush, and then just exit out the other side of the bush, like totally different. Oh, what a weird man I just walked past. Anyways.
Yeah?
I really don't know what to do because I don't want to metagame, which is the idea that you're not going to just like, you're probably not going to just introduce a big ass thing that leads to nothing.
I mean, that's very
Is that-
possible. It'd be kind of interesting, especially if it's like a
That's
whole
true.
different mystery, and then we just get sucked into like something else, like a whole different
that's
like
true, it
issue
could.
going on.
I mean,
It
never
could
assume
be.
I'm not gonna just fuck with you.
Yeah, like Astrid will fuck with us.
doesn't help me make my choice at all. Because, as you pointed out earlier, there is an actual time crunch for the kids with the masks.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, they're actively getting worse.
Yeah.
I mean, one
So
thing
we
we
spent, like,
talked
a
about
whole
was
day.
trying to track down a cleric that could potentially heal them.
Or we
That's a
buy any
possibility. But then we have to pay
major.
them. We could maybe get them to build a school.
Oh, Bill. I think he said build a school. I'm like, that's going to take way too long to build a whole school.
And wouldn't help our
Get the
problem.
cleric to build a school, transfer the 6 students to that school, and now it's that school's problem. Perfect.
Yep. Now there's no death records on this school. Do we see any big cathedrals?
Yeah, there were a number of big cathedrals.
Can we go to the third biggest one?
Wait, why the third biggest one? What can I get a list of all the cathedrals? I want to pick them out based off of them.
Well, I figured the biggest one, they're going to be the snootiest because they know they're the biggest. And the second biggest one is going to be preoccupied with trying to be as good as the biggest one. So if we go to the third biggest one, they're going to have a good amount of people there, but they're not going to be so wrapped up in appearances.
But what if the third biggest one is just like a really shitty place?
Well, we would go there if it's a shitty place.
Like
But
what?
I'm figuring it's like really big, pretty big, and big.
You also could have the third biggest one being like, oh yeah, we're super cool, we're really big, and like they're actually like not even that good because they're the third biggest, but they act like they are, and they're just like snotty about it. You really don't know based off that. You go either
I'm
way.
looking like when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you don't want to go to like the fanciest one. You want to go to one that's like 4.2 stars online, and it has mostly other Chinese people eating there. You know.
That's actually normally a good, like for foreign food, like if there's people of that nationality eating there, it's normally pretty good.
Oh yeah.
At least
I mean,
it's more authentic typically.
I have definitely heard that a lot of those restaurants, or at least some of them, have like 2 different menus. They have like the English menu, and then the whatever that language menu is. They're like just completely different. Like the English one is like things that Americans think get served there. And then if you can actually speak that language, you see a different menu. And that has more legitimate.
I've never
whatever
heard
food
that
there.
before.
So that means that Stellara can talk to the clerics. Because you're a cleric and you can get the secret menu, which includes healing students.
Yep. Definitely does. We'll go
You
with
just
that
talk
strategy.
to them and you go, health, heal, mana, health.
Yes, the language of the clerics.
That's how they talk. If you ever hear 2 clerics talking to each other, it's always like that.
Health, mana, health, heal.
Health, mana, health, heal, mana, health.
Yes. Heal, health, heal, health. Health, mana.
Mana, health, heal? Heal, no? Mana, health?
Fucking mouth.
I definitely fucked up one of the words. Yeah. I'm not fluent in cleric, but I know it pretty well.
I mean,
Well,
you
you just
just
learned it
became a
off.
cleric, like,
Yeah, exactly.
Today.
You know? Yeah.
It takes a little while to get used to it.
So
we go to the third biggest one.
inflection. What is the name of the third biggest one?
I mean, are you looking for the god it's for?
That too, yeah.
That might make a difference.
Big difference, yeah.
We probably will have bigger pull from the moon goddess's temple.
I mean, you've seen, probably seen 3 different cathedrals here. The biggest one by far is for Lathander, the Morning Lord. The next biggest is probably for Torm, the Hand of Righteousness. And the third biggest is probably for Bahamut, Platinum Dragon. You've also seen a number of other temples that are not cathedrals by any stretch of the imagination.
Do you think we should go into a cathedral?
Which one's the one that seems most likely to help sick children in need?
I feel like that's something we probably would know
Yeah.
based off of the god or goddess.
Out of the cathedrals?
Out of everyone, yeah. I can make a religion check if you'd like me to as well.
Yeah, make a religion check.
I don't think it'd be helpful if I did.
Mine's not too helpful either, but I got a 9.
I'll try.
You sure you don't want to? Yeah.
19
Let's go.
plus
Oh,
Minus
18.
damn.
So you would. The first gods that probably come to your mind are probably Lunala and Blackie. They don't have cathedrals here. You could find temples to them that are much smaller. But if they would have a cleric powerful enough, you kind of doubt it. If you went like all the way back to Saigon, some of the people there, because that was a fairly big temple to them, comparatively. Still much smaller than the cathedrals for these other gods. Someone there may be able to help you, but probably not at the temples around here. Otherwise, Lathander would probably be the god that is most aligned with helping people like that.
We go there then.
I think we should go to Lathander's.
Yeah, I agree. But
Cool.
I guess I rolled a 9. Why do you think that?
Based off of my knowledge of religion, I've heard that Lathander is the most likely to want to help us with something like this.
That's fair. I mean, we can give them a try. I mean, worst case scenario, they say no.
Worst case scenario, they want to burn us at the stake.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we're all dead. But
And then we don't have to worry anyways.
or you do. You don't know what hell's like.
That's true. We go talk to the thing.
You're gonna talk to the god.
Yeah, they're
I would
not
like
busy.
to talk to their god.
Knock knock. It's me, God. Basil.
You head to the cathedral for Lathander, the Morning Lord.
I'm here still.
Rip Basil. Basil has ascended to godhood.
Hell yeah.
Of the pale green background.
The pale green goddess.
You approach this temple. It has the kind of symbol above it is a road leaning into, or like a road that's traveling into a sunrise. You see, there are, across both sides are like stained glass windows, very large building. There's 2 levels up from it. It's a very long building as well. There's like a ground level where a lot of the pews are, and then there's like a secondary level where there's more seating as well. At least back of this room, it looks like there are a couple doors that go into other sections. You do see a stage that has a thing that you put books on. I forget what it's called.
Altar?
Not an altar.
A plinth?
Not a plinth.
A bookshelf?
Table? A stack of other books?
True, that's a good place to put books.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing that they put like the table thing that they put like a book on and like have it open while they're reading it. Like they stand at it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the churchy book stand.
Yeah, the churchy book stand. I was going to just go past this, and now I'm stuck on it.
The ambo? That's what it was when I googled it.
Lectern?
Lectern, yes.
Lectern. According to Google, it's ambo, and when I went to images, it looks like that too. So AMBO.
Ambo?
Yeah. This is from Google. I've never heard this before.
And when you see Sylvester Stallone reading at one of those, there's Rambo at an ambo.
Rambo at an ambo. Ambo at a Rambo.
Yeah. Lectern.
Ambo.
Lectern.
Ambo.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I prefer lectern anyway.
Pulpit?
Should have known that from pulpit. That's also a thing. Lectern
It's
is
the
a
same thing.
Minecraft thing too.
Oh, maybe ambo is specific to Christianity? I don't know. Google makes it look like it might be.
Fantasy ambo.
Lectern's better anyway.
True. I forgot what we were talking about.
Ambos and lecterns, and the differences between the two.
I remember that. I forgot what was before it.
Oh, we were talking about what the thing is that you talk and like that you have the book on.
There's just a lectern at the front. Or there's a lectern on the stage. That's all I wanted to say. Didn't have anything to do
not
with
an
anything.
ambo. Just to be clear, it's not an ambo.
Dear God, no.
Yeah, because that would have like a cross on it probably or something. I don't know.
That'd be fucked
'Cause
up
all
if it was
those in
an
the images
animal.
have that, you know? It might be like I don't know enough about Christianity to know that.
Also, podium.
A podium?
I feel like I said
That's
podium.
true.
No, I said altar.
You said
Oh, the
altar.
altars. Altars are cool too.
Any other synonyms we have for everybody?
It's a pulpit. There's a pulpit on the stage.
A pulpit? Wait.
Yeah.
A puppet?
A puppet. Raised platform or lectern in a church or chapel.
It's a little fancier than a lectern.
Ooh.
Got like sides to it.
What about a podium or a stage or a staging or a what is that?
Jeez. We gotta move past this asking. We gotta push past it. You're losing me fast.
You get into this
Tribute,
cathedral, there's stained glass, there are pews, there's a second level, there are doors that go out, there's a pulpit on the stage at the front. You see there is kind of off to one of the sides on the stage, kind of sitting on some kind of a chair, sitting on a chair, reading some kind of a book. An older man in kind of robes that do have that same. They'd probably be white robes. He has a mantle on that has like a long, almost like middle of his shins length mantle that has kind of gold trim around it, and it also has the symbol that you saw in the front of the cathedral that has the road going into a sunrise on it.
We go up to the guy, I guess.
Your flower thing and your necklace are plainly visible, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I mean,
Mine
you're
usually isn't.
kind of like tucked into your shirt.
I usually do because it's so bright.
My flower is definitely visible. It's in my hair.
I'd say that Basil would probably have his star tucked in.
Okay. He's got like the
Rose.
bifocals. I don't know if it's bifocals. The like half glasses, whatever those are. Kind of looking down at his book. He kind of glances up at you, closes his book, takes his glasses off. Ah, children of the moons. What can I? What pleasure do you bring?
You want to take this or should I? We're wondering if there's some children who are very hurt, and we were kind of in need of a cleric. I don't know if you've heard about the situation with the masks at the school. Does that ring any bells? I don't know how far out it's been told to people.
Nothing like that has reached my ears. Though there are children all over that are hurt and in need of help.
Yeah, well, these ones are very close here, and they've been putting on these masks that have drained the life force out of them, and about half a dozen of them are in comas right now. And a lot of the other ones are very drained, and there seems to be something going on, and we just want to make sure we want to at least stabilize the kids while we look into this.
We're afraid if it goes on much longer, we might lose them.
Exactly.
It's very dire.
Their conditions have been worsening.
That is unfortunate. However, as I mentioned, there are those all over. The same thing could apply to. What is it that you wish of me that your goddess cannot self? Or what is it that you wish of Morning Lord your goddess cannot do herself?
We need a cleric powerful enough to be able to
To
help do
dispel
something.
the evil.
Yeah. We don't know of any cleric, at least that we have met, that can do that. So we're reaching out for help.
Give a persuasion check.
9. I'm rolling awful
How
today.
many 9s are you gonna roll?
Too many.
I got the 15.
Take that one.
Your kind does tend to spread out further than most. What offerings have you brought, Morning Lord, in exchange for this? In hope that he will provide for you.
Well,
I'm sure the school would. They've already tried getting clerics and they weren't able to. I am sure they'd be willing to
we have the
pay
budget.
if that's what your worry is.
We have a budget of the university at our back to properly compensate your god for the attempt of helping. Which I'm sure you would agree is a much more acceptable payment than anything that either my compatriot or I would be able to bring up ourselves.
Rick, like, what do we know about this god of this place? Because, like, if we end up not being able to pay this bill, are we going to be in trouble? Like, if the bill lands on us.
Well, we go. You know, we were hired to look
We weren't
into
even
this.
hired by the university, though.
Would you like to make a religion check?
I would definitely like to make a religion
You do.
check.
I would like to remind you do also have your kind of mode of knowledge.
Okay.
What's
Did I
that?
use that? Ooh. That could be a good use. Is it a good use? You think it's a good use, Basil?
I don't know. I don't remember what it is.
I can ask Lunala pretty much like one question. Like,
Well, it's basically an
like-
automatic success
An
on
pretty-
religion
yeah.
check.
Mm.
It came from your downtime research with
Yeah.
where you were before.
Mm.
You know what? Let's run
Only
it.
has
Yeah,
one
let's.
use?
Huh?
Only one use?
Well, I mean, you can get multiple with other downtime stuff, but this one, I believe you just have the one.
Let's do it.
Okay? And
will.
you are... What specifically are you looking for?
Specifically, I want to know like how this god would react to like okay, well, I just don't want us to end up like disrespecting um the god by using their clerics and saying they'll get paid for it, and then like if that ends up not happening, how would the god react? Would Lunala be mad? Like, are they friends with this god? You know, like that's the kind of stuff I want to know.
So, Lathander, Morning Lord, is not like entirely opposite of Lunala, but very different from Lunala. I mean, Lathander, basically the god of the sun, Lunala, god of the moons. They don't have a great relationship.
Okay.
And Lathander is also the god that is like worshipped the most throughout this region, which also means Lunala is not. Kind of almost the worship of Lathander almost suppresses that of Lunala.
That's
However, there are being that they are opposite, there are things that those who follow Lunala are able to do that those who follow Lathander cannot. Lathander, almost their service, their kind of oaths and whatnot are very out in the open, very public, very not in the shadows, unlike Lunala. And so one of the things that you would know those who follow Lunala have made deals with in the past before with those of Lathander is sort of this not like totally underground sort of thing, but more almost like you feel like you could provide a favor to this temple, to the to this priest, to this cleric, to do those sorts of things that are more in the shadows that they wouldn't do being a follower of Lathander. As far as with Lathander being the most followed god, a monetary payment probably wouldn't go very far. It would need to be something more, I guess, kind of both more and less substantial, if that makes sense. Or more substantial to them, but that would probably be less substantial to you, not having a lot of spare cash.
What kind of thing would it be? Or
so like I said, you could do like a favor that allows you to go where they cannot. It could be that you probably wouldn't want to convert to this god.
yeah, no.
That would
Not at all.
potentially be an option. You could offer some sort of, and not that you would necessarily have this on you at the moment, some sort of relic, some sort of information, to like some kind of religious significance that they
I mean, like an
haven't
undying
seen.
necklace.
Potentially.
Okay. Good amount of information. Uh, so what do we want to opt?
I
Oh,
will also give you that a lot of what he's been saying, the kind of what he's looking for is like, why should he go help these kids when there are so many others that also need him? I don't know if you quite grasp that. But that was kind of
fair, but also
his
why
thought
would you
process.
turn away people who need help just because there's other people who need help? That's kind of fucked up.
There's only
Just
so much help
saying.
he can give.
Yeah, well, these people are here and asking for help, whereas those people are far away and not. At least not asking you for help. So, like, do what you can, you know?
You would probably know that people probably come in here all the time asking help.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. Still, help people. At least help us, because we need it. What do you think, Basil?
Well, I think one thing would be to say that helping these students would be an excellent opportunity to show them the grace of your God's light and bring that influence into their life. And you might be, recruiting fresh-faced young students into your fold.
Fair, but also this guy said he doesn't like helping children.
That's not what he said. He said there's lots of children to help.
Fair. That would apply to all those other children, though.
Also, if he helped, he would help, it would have a rippling effect, because if we had asked those children where they got the masks, we'd be able to prevent a bunch of future children from getting sick from the same thing. Thus
True.
helping potentially more work from him from having to do more work.
How are you two having this conversation?
With words.
Huh? What did you say?
With words.
Good words. I don't know. I guess quietly, but that last part I think would be worth saying out loud.
Yeah, you could just say that part out loud, honestly. The last part.
This isn't like a one-time thing. This can keep happening over and over, and it might get bigger and bigger and affect more and more people. We don't know how big it will get. And so getting that information from these 6 children right now could help prevent a much bigger problem from happening. And it might not be localized to just students. It could be people that are part of your worshiping circles.
And how do you know children will be able to get information using?
if I'm being honest, I don't. But we don't have that many leads.
Suspicion, though, it's very strong because they were there and seen that.
Yeah, they received the
Threw it.
mask from someone and put it on.
Well, and I don't know if you're lying to this guy or not. I met others who also received the map. They couldn't tell you anything.
I assumed that they had some sort of like hex on them or something.
I mean, if they did, these kids probably have the same thing.
I didn't assume that they just got like hit really hard on the head right before they gave them the mask, and then they just like naturally forgot what happened. So
maybe.
I figured that this guy would be able to help them with their memories too.
That's fair. A cleric could probably get rid of any hex like that. You're right about that. Help them remember stuff.
Yeah. But you're the best chance that we have at figuring out what is going on, because somebody's doing something very evil to these kids. And what better to cast away the darkness than the god of the light?
That'll be fun.
One of the things you learn, having served as long as I, there's always evil in the world. There are always those who seek harm. There are always those who help. There's always someone who needs information.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything about it.
No, but I can only do so much. Says the next person who walks through my door doesn't need my help more than you.
That may be the case, but if you don't ever help out anybody for fear that the next person coming will have a bigger problem, then you'll never get anything done, would you?
And if
I
I
think
had
that
helped
we have a worthy cause.
Sorry, what? Oh. Make a persuasion check.
Let's go.
Oh,
Come
no.
on. You got this, Basil. No!
No! That's awful.
Can I also make a
I'm sorry,
persuasion?
but and if I had helped the last people who came before you, I would be unable to help even you. The line is long of those who need help. There is no reason to put the help of these children above the help of all the others.
Do we want to owe them a favor?
I don't know if we do. They seem like bad people.
How does it seem like bad?
You were right about the biggest church being the worst.
That's what I'm saying.
You were so right.
You're welcome to see the others. But you'll hear the same as I'm saying. Or they will be ones who will help everyone immediately when they can and will be unable to help you.
Or they'll see
That's
the
the dilemma
gravity
I'm
of the
faced with every
situation
day.
and understand.
I'm not sure if I should push this further or if we should try a different cathedral or.
I don't know, but I'm not a fan of this cathedral.
Yeah.
They push those in meat away.
I'm very selfless. We thank you for your time. I think we're going to try looking elsewhere.
So, because I don't want to go to 10 different places. This is the guy you have the best chance of convincing.
Oh, really?
I love that one.
He already seems pretty made up in his mind.
I have a
also
feeling
we
that if
rolled
we
bad,
offer to
no
do a
roll
favor
fail.
for the church, that he'll change his tune.
I mean, I guess if we have to at this point.
Or should I offer the undead necklace that we have literally done nothing with for the last?
Kind of useless to
month.
us.
I don't particularly plan on using it for anything.
I mean, maybe.
I guess it's worth a try, and then I'm not indebted, which is nice. Sir, you said that you might be persuaded if we give a gift to your god.
Sorry, let me think how I want to phrase this.
Yes.
Many believe that giving offerings to such a god grant you favor in the long run.
That's
I don't like the wording of that.
That means that I might give the thing and then I don't get any kind of reward.
We just steal it back, you know? Fuck that.
Okay, I'm going to be gauging his reaction to this. I pull out the necklace and I say, this is a very, very old, handcrafted magic item that has the potential to control the dead. Do you think a gift such as this would curry enough favor to get these children some help?
Give me an insight check.
To God, these rolls, please.
We need a good one here. Never mind.
Roll a
You know
d6
luck?
for me. Oh wait, do you have luck?
What?
Do you have any luck?
I don't think so.
Damn. We haven't gotten luck for a bit.
Yeah, I have no luck. What do you want me to roll?
Roll a d6 for me.
Three.
doesn't. He doesn't. You're not able to tell what he's like. He doesn't give any information. All that out.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can figure out what he's thinking?
But yeah.
Insight check, my bad. Wow. Still a bad roll, but I have a good modifier.
Better.
Still kind of hard to read. But if anything, he looked almost taken back a little when Basil said that it raised the dead.
Okay.
That is an interesting item that you have. I'm unsure what Morning Lord would want to do. An army of skeletons.
I'm sure that he'd find a bountiful use for it.
I mean, who can't find a use for an army of skeletons?
Ditch digging, gardening.
Gardening's a good one. Very good.
You could play their rib cages like xylophones.
Favorite pastime.
I did not realize the Nala's Order had those who would desecrate bodies in it. But who am I to judge what your goddess does?
Oh, we've never used the thing.
Yeah, we've never used it before.
We just figured it'd be pretty useful, so we got it off of someone who was using it.
Who was abusing it?
True. And we figured it'd be useful, but it's kind of weird to use. But who are we to judge what someone
most
uses
of
with
the time
it?
I forget about it, to be honest.
Yeah. But we won't judge you. Whatever you want to do. If you want to do xylophones or whatever, that's all you.
Are you saying you're trying to pawn off your junk onto my god?
No, it's definitely
Absolutely
a
not.
magical item. It's a very, very powerful magical item. You're welcome to take a look. It's just we don't deal with the dead, and we don't know if you do.
No. We deal with the living here.
There we go.
Maybe you should talk to.
Well, all you had to do is say that.
I just find this a little weird. It really feels like you just either don't want to help these children out, or maybe you can't. And if you can't, that's okay. If you just tell us, we won't bother you anymore. Everybody has their limits,
If like to leave without my help, that is quite alright with me. However, if you would like to pawn off some relic for the dead, be better off speaking to the priest of Macaroncha.
We never were trying to pawn it off. We were making an offering. But that's Clearly,
It seems a
yeah.
rather ungrateful tone to take for some people that are just trying to get some kids healed.
We're desperate to help these people before they die.
We're
I
not even
mentioned-
like related to these people or anything. We're just literally adventurers trying to help them out and willing to donate our own possessions to do it.
Many come in here desperate to save one of theirs. Not a new concept.
I don't like this guy.
How do we know that you can do what we're even asking? You haven't
I do
even
not even
addressed
know
if
if I
that's
can
something
do.
you're capable.
I do not even know if I can. You're asking. These children were trained by some force. Maybe that I cannot wake them. However, I may be your best bet.
Oh, you're not
The other
really
clerics
speaking in a
have-
way.
If you say other clerics have already attempted something,
It just seems like you don't want anything to do with us.
you come in here wishing I prioritize you above all others. You give me no reason to do so.
Plenty of reason.
No more than
Told
any
you.
others would.
I don't understand how anybody coming in should have a reason that is better than anyone else's. A life is a life. And it's not up to me to weigh individual lives. It's up to me to just try my best to save them as they come. If you have some sort of, grading scale that you use to weigh the value of those lives, I'm not privy to it. But if you would enlighten me, maybe we could figure something out.
I'd love to see how you justify which children can die and which ones survive.
Very well. Wish I help you. What I can do, but I will not be able another couple of weeks. As I've said multiple times before, many people come in here asking for my help.
Probably won't last another couple of weeks. That's the current rate.
I do believe that they will most certainly be deceased in a few weeks.
So why should I prioritize them over others who also have the same issue?
There's other people that have had masks put on them and put them into comas.
No, but there are
Who are
others
gonna
who will
die.
perish without my assistance. Some much
Would
sooner than a
a-
couple of weeks.
Would having a favor owed by myself be worth expediting your assistance?
What sort of a favor could you offer me?
We have the ability to go through the shadows and the moonlight, which I'm told you aren't so easily able to travel, if you catch my drift.
Um, is like
Yeah, it's technically true.
we can call it here before he answers.
Oh, you're gonna
Oh.
think on that one, huh? Okay.
Maybe a little
fair. Okay.
Yeah, he's playing harder ball than the knife salesman.
Right? Damn, maybe you should just leave, use the mirror, and try again.
If you hadn't explicitly said that this is the guy, my ass would have been out of this place.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I really don't like this dude.
but
Oh no.
there are not to say that offering a favor was the only option. There are potentially, if there are other things of more something of more of a religious significance you could offer him, that would also potentially be an option.
I'm not giving him my
He's
stuff.
not getting my phone. No, he's not getting that.
Wasn't necessarily saying that. It wouldn't necessarily have to be an object either. It could be information that you. I'll let you guys think on that if there's anything that comes to mind.
I could tell you what color Lunara's hair is.
The what? Oh,
Lunara's hair, what color it is?
yes. The hair of a different goddess. Definitely.
You might
Definitely
be
be
into that.
information. Hey, you do you if that's your thing. Better than some people's things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can go to bed. I'm tired.
You gonna do the end of the thing?
Oh yeah. Join us next week on Oatmeal and Chaos. Next week we will take turns swallowing ibuprofen until one of us isn't a headache.
Isn't a headache?
Tune in next week.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.